Hey basses, today we're going to be working on Dragon Hunter. Let's warm up with the D scale and the G scale. We'll start with D. I'll set my metronome to 120. Find a comfortable position with your bass. Make sure your shoulders are nice and open, nice and relaxed. Your bow grip is ready. We're all warmed up from our warm-up video. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move on to our G scale. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the song Dragon Hunter, we have a lot of back and forth between quarter notes and eighth notes. And we have to make sure that we don't rush either of those. It's very easy to rush our eighth notes because we're thinking that we're playing fast, but we have to keep the beat steady. So it's very important that we practice with the metronome. We're going to set our metronome to 112, and we're going to run through some of these passages. First, I'll run through them, and then I'll break down some tips for practicing them. Let's look at measures 4 through 7. I have 2 down bows and there's a retake in between. Then I have 2 quarter notes down up and then eighth notes that need to be short but not rushed. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first challenge we have here is our retakes. We're going to take a down bow. And then we have to release the string, come back around, and set the bow without making too much noise. So I'll pull, and I'll just float. Let me do that from the side so you can also see. I'll pull, and I'll float. That's all I'm doing. I'm letting it ring in that time. So E, retake, D, retake. Good. Now the next thing we have is that our quarter notes are fairly long and then our eighth notes are very short. So we'll play 2 quarter notes, just like that, as much on the string as possible. But when it comes to the eighth notes, we're going to let ourselves float a little bit. I'm actually just playing the string and relaxing. There's almost a little feeling of a bounce to it. So that I'm not scrubbing the entire time, but I'm floating a little bit between each note. We're going to try it on just an E. So we'll do quarter notes on E like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to practice floating a little bit between each note. Let's try it together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, so that's the kind of stroke we're going to be using on these eighth notes. So let's look at bar 5. We're going to play bar 5 in a loop. That means we're going to play the same bar over and over and over again. So it's E, D, E, F, G, F. E, D, E, F, G, F. We're going to play it a little bit slower at that tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, E, F, G, F, E. And what I want you to go for is those short eighth notes. So let's try it again, nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Now, with that same technique and that same tempo, we're going to play bars 5, 6, and 7, all in a row without stopping. Take a look at the notes. Notice we're going to the G string too. That might feel a little bit different under our right hand, right? Okay, measures 5 through 7, let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Let's try that one more time and then we're going to break it down on the G string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 5. Let's look at the G string now. We have A, B, A, G, F, E. So I want to just practice getting that under our fingers. So what we'll do is we'll loop bar 7. A, B, A, G, F. A, B, A, G, F. And remember what we're going for is long chord notes. A, short eighth notes. B, A, G, F. 7. 1, 2, bar 7, 4. Let's put it all together now. Remember, we want long chord notes. We're going to have to do our retakes when we have those rest. And we need short eighth notes. Bar 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. One more time. Bar 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's take a look at measures 22 through 24. We have a difficult passage here, so go ahead and take some time to look it over. So I'll play it for you, and then we're going to break it down in slow motion and really make sure that our hand is confident on the end of measure 23 going into 24. Here's our tempo, 112. I'll find my first note. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to talk about how to get from one position on the bass to another without losing control or losing the understanding of where we are on the instrument. So what I see a lot of students do is when they need to shift, they take their fingers off to some degree, even if it's just that much, move and set them back down again. We want to avoid that. We actually want to keep our fingers on the string as we slide. We want to be holding down the string as we slide. And I'll get a little bit closer for you. So if I'm holding down the string and I slide, I never really let go. This is very different from letting go of the string and pushing it back down. It's a lot faster. It might feel a little strange on your fingers at first, but once you get used to it, it's much more effective. So what I want to do first is take our first finger, place it anywhere up here, maybe in first position. And what we're going to do is we're going to slide up in pitch and back down, but never releasing the string. So first, just pizzicato it and back down. Try that with me. Pizzicato. Two more times. Pizzicato. Probably feeling it in your finger now. Try it one more time. Nice, shake it out if you need to. Now we're going to do the same thing, but with our bow. So we're going to keep the bow steady as we slide. Watch me do it once. try that with me. Set the bow on the string and two more times. Squeeze down on the left hand and play. One more time. Nice. So that's the kind of movement we need when we're moving from our B on our fourth finger to our C sharp on the second finger, right? So if I play B on the fourth finger, and I'm gonna move to C sharp with the second finger, my whole hand needs to come together. And then I release the fourth and third fingers and play with the second. I'll show you that again. Nice. Now that we understand how to shift, let's actually practice playing those notes in our music. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slow it down and I'm going to play each note on a whole note. So that means 4 beats each. So I'll play B for 4 beats, C sharp for 4 beats, D for 4 beats, and C sharp for 4 beats. And this is a great way to make sure that our hand is confident in that transition. So do that with me. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. B, 2, 3, 4. C sharp. 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. C sharp. 2. Do it again. B, 2, 3, 4. C sharp. D, C sharp. Do it again. B, 2, 3, 4. C sharp. 2, 3, 4. D, C sharp. And B. Nice. Now that we've done it at 4 beats each, let's do it at 2 beats each. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Now that we've done it at 2 beats each, let's do it at 1 beat each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. If that one was hard for you, go back from the beginning, do whole notes again and do half notes again. If not, let's move on to 8th notes. So this time we're going to do 8th notes, but we're going to have them very, very connected and long. So our bow's never going to even get off the string. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Now this time we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to keep those 8th notes short. So we're going to use that same bow stroke where we release a little bit of the pressure as we play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try playing all of 22 through 24 at this slower tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Make sure those 8 notes are staying short. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move it up to our true tempo, 112 BPM. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Great job, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.